Well, he didn't say anything interesting up till the end.
Out in San Diego. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Should The Rock sit in a booth at the bar or at the head of the table?
Oh, there you go. Well, that's what we were waiting for. All right. That's where the shoe dropped. Everyone was wondering, is The Rock and Roman Reigns gonna happen? It's been talked about for years and years and years. They're related, they're cousins. Fans are going crazy thinking about the idea. All right, let's get down to it.
During his promo, I did not think about a potential, I don't know why I should have, but I did not think of the potential Roman Rock matchup for WrestleMania. And then when he said that, I was like, uh-oh. I'm a very big fan of The Rock, but I'm not sure how I feel about a potential Roman Reigns versus Rock matchup, because I do still want it to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
Right? All right, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
This is what I was fishing for.
Yes, you're hearing this from a big Rock fan, okay? I don't think this is the right move. Maybe business-wise or financially, like from a financial perspective, it's the bigger match. But for people who actually follow wrestling consistently, this is not what we want to see for WrestleMania. We want to see Cody versus Roman. So having said that, going back to last year's WrestleMania main event, when obviously Roman Reigns beat Cody when we all thought Cody was going to win, I had mixed feelings about that too, because I was also a Roman fan, but I was leaning more towards they made the wrong call with Roman going over. But now with the potential Roman versus Rock match, I think in retrospect, now that makes that decision look even worse from last year.
Well, if they want a Roman Rock match, you want it to be for the world title, right?
It didn't, well, okay, I don't think it necessarily has to be.
Do you?
Personally.
Why do you want it for the world title?
Because if he'd already lost to Cody Rhodes, then why would it be important for Rock to come in and stop the evil guy who's been hogging the title to himself for 3
Roman's
years?
Still a very big name, so I don't think it's very necessary for him to have the championship belt when him and The Rock are going to clash. People are still going to be interested.
Absolutely.
All right, Vlad.
That's where I'm looking at it. So
let me jump to Vlad. I'll come back to you, Robert. Come on, Vlad. Let's just talk about it. Forget The Rock's promo. What about Cody Rhodes ending his story, finishing his story, man? What about that?
Well, I think there's a point. This could be really bad for Cody in the sense of if he doesn't get to main event WrestleMania against Roman. But we don't really know that that's where the direction it's going yet. We don't know what's going to happen.
He just said, "Should I sit at the head of the table?" Come on.
Yes, I think there will be a Rock Roman match, and it probably will be at WrestleMania. But I'm wondering if there's a way they could get the title off Roman before that, and then just have it be like a head of the table match instead. Because look, The Rock doesn't want to be the champ. He's not going to be the champion. It doesn't make sense for him to be the champion. He's not going to be around. That's like a no-brainer. Can't happen. Won't happen. He doesn't need the title. So I don't know. I'm just looking at options that they have. I'm with you. I think I prefer a Cody versus Roman WrestleMania world title match, and Cody going over this time. But The Rock is a big name, and they probably should use him in some form or fashion. He's gonna at least draw. Well, I don't really know what he's gonna draw at this point, because from what I hear, that WrestleMania is almost already sold out. So the ticket sales are there already. It's not for pay-per-views anymore because everybody's watching on Peacock, which is $5 a month. So I don't really know what the draw is at this point. But he is a big name, and people will watch and people will discuss. They'll get more outside press if The Rock is there. They'll get like press from like ESPN or whatever, other major companies or news networks will discuss The Rock being there. I guess that's the one big thing, his name. But what they should do creative-wise, I'm torn. Because obviously I want to see Cody win the title, but I also understand using The Rock in some way. So I don't know how they get themselves out of this jam that they've kind of created, but yes, Rock should be used at WrestleMania. He's a ratings boost. But yeah, I don't know. They kind of put themselves in the pickle. So go ahead, Robert.
There's one thing I want to add, though. I don't know how valid this rumor is, but I did hear a rumor of a potential plan is for Rock versus Roman to actually happen in Elimination Chamber, and then Roman to actually do his match with Cody in WrestleMania. That's just a rumor. I don't know how valid that is. But let's say they go with that plan. Do you think that would be the right move?
Well, no,
No.
I don't think so.
No, only because it's okay. If you're gonna put Rock and Roman, you either have it one of your big pay-per-views. You
Right.
either have it at WrestleMania or maybe SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. Those are like the four major
Right.
pay-per-views. Elimination Chamber is not one of those big pay-per-views. It is a premium live event, but as they've been saying lately on WWE and AEW, there's levels to this, I guess.
That's true.
And and WrestleMania is the big show. Everybody knows that that's the show that everybody is interested in the most as far as their premium live events. So again, I think they put themselves in a little bit of a pickle in the sense of everybody wants to see Cody win the title for the most part because everybody loves Cody. But obviously, there's a lot of people that like The Rock and would love to see a Rock Roman match. But I don't see what that really does for. I don't know. I'm just
All right,
confused
well,
about where
listen.
you go booking wise for that. Just creatively where you do, because Rock doesn't want the championship. He doesn't need the title. He's not going to be around to be there. And hell, Roman is hardly there as it is. So I don't know. I'm curious myself where it all goes, but yeah.
Well, I've been
getting a little
listening to you
sticky.
guys. All right. I've been patiently, silently listening, but I've got the answers. Okay.
You got the
And-
answers.
Yeah, I've got the exact what's going to happen. I already know for sure, 100%. It's Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania
WrestleMania.
for the
For the
Undisputed title. And
Okay.
Roman will win. And if Cody's going to finish his story, we're going to have to wait till next year. Sorry about that.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, not sorry. That's just the way
No,
it goes.
I mean, look, I made that prediction back in, I think, May when I said that Roman's going to be champion for 4 more years. Like, yeah, this is going to be another notch in his belt. He's going to talk about it for another year. They just wasted another year with Roman being on top.
But-
I don't think it's a
but you
foregone
really-
conclusion that Cody's even going to be the guy to break the title run. I think he's in the running at this point. But many things can happen over the next year, and I don't know who Cody's going to face at WrestleMania. They'll put him in some filler fight that he'll just win. He could face like Shinsuke in a steel cage match or something.
Oh, God.
They'll find more
Oh,
ways to
God,
kill
help us.
time for him
If
God help us.
for another
Not-
year.
if not Cody,
And-
then who?
Well, CM Punk is back in the picture. I'm sure he
Oh.
might want to throw his name into the hat and like be a good worker and start trying to work his way up the ranks from the bottom and see if he could. Maybe Cody will get injured. We don't know.
But wait, but if Cody wins the Royal Rumble, he's obviously going to have to choose Roman. So do they just make Cody not win the Rumble? Do they give somebody else?
Yeah, I
Do
don't
they
think
have
Cody's
Punk?
going to win the Royal. Didn't you see that Shinsuke Nakamura said that he's going to make his life a living hell? He's not going to let him win the Royal Rumble. He's going to get in there and pull him out. And CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble and face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, look, I'm not sure. So let me ask you this, just a hypothetical, and I think I know the answer. But you're saying that if Rock and Roman face at WrestleMania and it's not for the title, then it's not really as juicy.
Yeah, not at all. This has to be for the title, and Roman has to win. And you're saying, what does it do for anybody? Well, it does a lot for Roman, dude. Roman's been trying to build up his legacy. He's trying to be Bruno Sammartino, dude. He's on God mode right now, bro. He wants The Rock.
He's past God mode at this point.
He
He's
wants
beat
The Rock as
legend,
another
every
notch.
legend.
But it's all stupid,
Yeah.
though, because in my opinion, it really doesn't do anything for him because he's not winning these matches clean. Every single match, he's like getting help, and there's like shenanigans
Yeah.
and cheating. So it doesn't really mean anything for him, really. But he does have some kind of aura and some kind of legacy. And I don't think they're done building it. I don't think it's time for. I mean, I think it's past time for Cody too. I think they should have done it last year. But according to them, I'm pretty sure they're going to drag this out more because there's just more juice in it. They're not going to end the bloodline. When he loses the title, the bloodline is done. It's over.
Right.
He's not losing the title this year, dude. If that's in your mind, just forget it. He's going to beat The Rock, probably with help.
Yeah.
From Jimmy and Solo and maybe even Jay. That's an early prediction, but I think Jay might be reinserted back into the bloodline. But
Where did that come from?
I mean, where does that come from? There's all kinds of ridiculous shit in this anyways, so don't say where does that come from. I think that'll be the final surprise. I'm making my prediction for WrestleMania. I think The Rock will rock bottom Jimmy and Solo, and it's going to look finally like there's no one left, and then Jay will come out.
And super
Yes,
gets The Rock.
and everyone will be like, what the fuck? And there you go. I just booked WrestleMania for you, baby.
Well, look, I don't know, but I have a hard time seeing Cody Rhodes having to face Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Well, I guess he could also do Seth Rollins and then win the title, and then CM Punk can do Stone Cold if they could pull that off. I guess that's another possibility. But
Yeah, that would be better.
it won't feel like finishing the story if he doesn't face Roman, though. That's the thing.
It would be better because then you have Stone Cold and The Rock at WrestleMania, which is obviously huge for them. It's a huge get. We'll have to see how it all plays out. I'm not convinced of what you're saying, but I understand that seems to be the direction that it's going based on the fact that what The Rock said, that he wants to sit at the head of the table. So for sure, that means they're going to have a match. I don't think it'll be a match at like a lesser pay-per-view or a premium live event. It has to be the big show. It has to be WrestleMania. So otherwise, why would The Rock even do it? So, I guess we'll see.
Let's put a pin in this. We've talked about The Rock long enough. I'm sure we'll have more chances leading up to WrestleMania as WrestleMania season is upon us. But thank you all for listening. If anyone's a fan of The Rock out there, I apologize for the hate, but I have seen every single Rock promo many times because my sister is the biggest Rock fan in the world, and I am just so tired of him. But that's just me. I'm sorry.
Just the thing is, he just came out on SmackDown and did something very similar. If he hadn't just done this like a couple months back or whatever it was, a month or two back, it would have maybe been a bigger surprise. But since he was just on SmackDown,
no, it doesn't matter. Even if he's on the show every week, he's going to do the same catchphrases every single time, and he milks the crowd so long. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time for this, bro.
But you know, just give him some props. Obviously, I know you guys don't care about ratings and stuff. His presence alone was 400, 500,000 more people watched Raw during his segment. So
goddamn,
whether Cal likes to admit it or not, there's a big benefit to having his presence there.
No, I don't. I definitely admit that, and I don't think he's useless. I think he's good. I just don't enjoy his promos. Let him get on the show. He's just going to be a heel to me because he's annoying to me. But that's just me, like I always say. But
I just want to make it clear that he's a ratings boost. He's a prominent thing. People will watch because The Rock is on their TV screen. So that's all I'm going to add to that.